I'd like to welcome students supporting Israel to the state of Florida. I'm glad you're doing your conference in the Sunshine State. And I know your group has had to speak the truth on college campuses because we've seen an appalling amount of anti-Semitism roil all these college campuses in ways that would have been unimaginable just a few years ago. Those protests in favor of Hamas, those are based on lies. We can't let that stand. We've got to have the truth prevail. And so what you're doing by opposing these phony narratives, standing up for what's right, is more important now than ever. I'll always speak the truth. We understand that Israel has a right to exist as a Jewish state. We understand there's a difference between good and evil in this world, and we will always have their back. Thank you, and God bless you.
Hi, it's Chairwoman Elise Stefanik. I am honored to be a part of your event today and grateful for the incredible work this organization is doing on campuses across our country. As a senior member of the House Education and Workforce Committee, I have been working tirelessly to address the rise of anti-Semitism on our college and university campuses, a growing problem which became even more apparent following the barbaric Hamas terrorist attacks against Israel on October 7th. Any campus leader that refuses to protect Jewish students stands with the anti-Semitic perpetrators who harass and assault them. Any voice that openly defends the massacre of innocents chooses the side of terrorism. The world must know that the United States stands with our Jewish friends and our ally Israel today, tomorrow, and forever. Thank you all for having me, and keep up fighting the good fight.
Hi, I'm Senator Rick Scott. I want to begin by thanking each of you for all that you do to support our great friend and ally, Israel, especially on your college campus. Like you, I've been disgusted by the rise in anti-Semitism and anti-Israel actions throughout our nation. Together, we must never stop speaking out against this hate. I also want to encourage you to join me in making sure the world never forgets what happened on October 7th. Even as we speak, there are still families fighting for their loved ones who are being held captive by evil Hamas terrorists to come home. We must never stop speaking up and standing for Israel. Thank you again for all that you're doing, and God bless.
Hey folks, I really appreciate the work that you're doing at Students Supporting Israel. Somebody is going to have to stand up for the Jewish state in the face of all the propaganda that is put out about Israel. And on behalf of its enemies, the fact that you're willing to do things like Palestinian Apartheid Week, pointing out the actual evils of Israel's enemies, is a gutsy thing, and it's a necessary thing, and it's maybe the only way for Israel to win the global battle in terms of the media, in terms of public opinion. And so really thankful for what you guys are out there doing today, standing up for truth and standing up for what's right in the Middle East.
שלום לכם מירושלים, בירתה הנצחית של עם ישראל. אני כאן בבניין המוסדות הלאומיים בירושלים, רוצה לברך אתכם על הארגון המדהים שלכם, SSI, הארגון הזה שפעיל בקמפוס. אתם נמצאים בחזית של הזירה הזו, של המאבק הלא פשוט, למען מדינת ישראל, נגד האנטישמיות, נגד ה-BDS. תמשיכו לעבוד, אנחנו פה בישראל צריכים את העזרה שלכם, ואני מאוד מקווה שבעזרת השם עוד השנה נראה אתכם פה בירושלים כחלק ממדינת ישראל. להתראות בירושלים ושיהיה לכם כנס מענה ומוצלח.
I know that today campus is really the front line, the trenches of the pro-Israeli advocacy. It's difficult for one that is not his student himself to understand how difficult it is today, how challenging it is today to be a pro-Israel advocate in campus. And you in SSI not just do it, you do it with all your heart and your soul. You do it without a bit of shame, on the contrary, with a great amount of pride for what Israel represents, for what the Hatikva represents, for what the flag with the Magen David represents. And I cannot say enough how much I admire your activity. I wish all of you activists in Students Supporting Israel a fruitful convention.